let's begin to work with the zills. The zills are the finger cymbals. If you wait until you belly dance well and then try to learn zills, you'll be very frustrated because suddenly you'll feel you can't dance. It's a matter of coordination. It's another form of layering. So when you get your first pair of zills, try to do it early in the game and don't expect too much too soon. Take your time. Now I have a very large hand, so I use a little bit larger zill or finger cymbal. You want a good quality. They're often sold in party shops and these are not very good. They'll flop all over the place. You need a good firm, tight elastic so that they'll stay on your fingers, and one goes on the thumb and one goes on the second finger. We'll start with a triplet, also called the threes. Many teachers will count 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We will count it that way, but we'll also count and a 1, and a 1. Because when we're dancing, when we're taking the step, if we're doing a 3, we would step on that 1. So many times the transition from playing the zills standing still to walking can be confusing, and suddenly they just go crazy. A little bit about the zills is we must try to keep the hand relaxed. I guarantee you, you will not be relaxed in the beginning. But if you constantly have the fingers too tight and you're trying too hard, you're not going to have good success. We'll go very slow. We usually do the right, left, right. But I have left-handed students and they play on the opposite side. So whatever you need to do, just like playing the drums, you can have a left hand lead or a right hand lead. But we will start on the right side. Now I'm holding my hand in that relaxed position that when we practiced our port de bras was the classical position where the fingers are towards the thumb. And they're in a resting position. We don't have the fingers spread out like that. You hear what I'm doing there as I'm closing that sound chamber. I want the zill to ring, so I want that sound chamber to be open and free. I'm not making an effort to touch all the corners of the zill, but simply to let it bounce. The looser the fingers, the better the ring of your zills. The size and weight of your zills will determine also the sound, so you may have a number of people playing with that have slightly different sounds. If I would like to mute them, which you can do for special effect, you can press the two fingers down on the zills, and now you get the sound of the horse coming. So, not to say that you can't do that, we can do that for special effect, but that would not be the normal technique for playing the zills. So we're going to just keep the arms in a curve and go right, left, right. 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 Now do a very bad sound. I'm holding my zill quiet, I'm holding it shut. I don't want that, I want a rebound, rebound, rebound. You cannot rebound with tense fingers. Just have to let them bounce off. On this video, we'll go very, very slowly, and we will not walk. Now, I'm going to count this in the triplet, but we're going to say, and a 1, and a 2, right, left, right, right, left, right, and a 1, and a 2, and a 1, and a 2. If that's too fast for you, just do it slowly, but not laborious. We will put some music on. It's good to practice with the music so you can get used to the rhythm. And again, the beat is where I want my and a 1. Or if you're counting it 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, that will be your beat. Now this is too fast to do at this tempo for a beginner. That would be too fast. So we'll just do and a 1, and a 2, 1, 2, 3, and a right, and a right, and a right, and a right. I do suggest you use music, and also that you may notice that I'm tapping my foot. So I'm doing it slowly rather than doing every beat because we're assuming you're just starting and you need some time. So you'll see me tapping and trying to match my beat. So I'm taking now 2 beats there. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. At the slow speed, my step is on my first hit. Da-dee-da, 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 da-dee-da. When I speed it up, now my third hit is my step. I hope that's not confusing, but it's something you'll have to address as you begin to pick up the zills and pick up the speed. Some people just seem to do that naturally, but most of us think too much. So when we're going from 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, to the faster speed, da-dee-da, 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 da-dee-da. It's important to understand that. Again, I may be getting ahead of myself. We'll address that on another video. But in case you move ahead of me and you suddenly can't figure out what you're doing, that's the problem. So start slow and start early in your training. And don't do it too soon. You notice today we're not walking, we're not going through port de bras. That will be the next step, is to move our hands through the classical positions while we play the zills.